Good morning, everyone. Here is the Sanibel Island update as of March 15th, 2023. The Sanibel Planning Committee had another meeting on Tuesday, March 14th. If you haven't noticed, the Planning Committee has been meeting every 2 weeks instead of once a month to keep up with all the hurricane recovery issues that are popping up, and they will continue to do so as long as it is needed. Most repairs and demos do not need to go in front of the Planning Committee, but depending on codes and ordinances, the committee does have to review and vote on certain requests. This week, they reviewed a couple easy requests and discussed some potential future issues like dock rebuilds. I'm not going to go into the dock issue right now because it was just idle chit-chat. I will cover it if anything changes from the current code. The Planning Department did mention that they have issued 120 demolition permits for single-family homes on Sanibel since the hurricane hit last September. That is a significant amount, and I'm not sure that number will rise. I am sure that number will rise quite a bit more in the coming months. On a side note, the Mad Hatter was demoed this week. I knew that was going to happen, but it was still very sad for me to see. The owner plans on rebuilding, but it won't be the same. I mean, it just can't. It's going to be a completely new building that will have to follow hurricane standard building requirements. The old-time charm of the island is quickly disappearing. As with any public hearings, public comment is allowed. A Sanibel resident did stand up and air his grievances on a trailer park being built across from his house on Whitecap Road. He is upset that the City Council snuck in a city ordinance at the November 2022 City Council meeting that allows mobile homes to be built. He said the builder of this trailer park rubs it in his face that he has an in with the City Council, and even though the builder is saying he is building modular homes, it is a lie. This Sanibel resident has owned 7 trailer parks in his life, and he knows this builder is up to no good, and oh, by the way, the builder doesn't even live on the island. And expect tons of lawsuits from him and his neighbors because they are going to do everything they can to preserve their property values. And of course, the City Council was quite shocked by all of his statements. So let's dissect this guy's crazy rant. First off, the ordinance the resident was talking about that was approved in November is Ordinance 22-010, which allows for the temporary use of trailers and RVs while homeowners are getting their homes fixed. These trailers will have to be removed after 6 months. That deadline might be extended depending on the state of repairs, but for now it is 6 months. The only trailer park on Sanibel is Periwinkle Park. I do not believe the Sanibel plan allows for any future trailer parks. No one on the City Council is friends with this builder, and they were quite offended that the resident implied that even if they were, that they would grant improper favors. I personally was offended that he pointed out that the builder does not live on Sanibel. There are no requirements that business owners live on the island to be able to conduct business on the island. If that was a requirement, over half the businesses on the island would close down. In all fairness, yes, there is a builder who is contracted for that empty property across from this guy, and the builder does plan on building modular homes on that land. He has started advertising this week because, of course, he isn't building anything until he has a contract in hand. Modular homes are allowed on Sanibel Island for permanent build. Mobile homes and manufactured homes are not unless they are in Periwinkle Park. There is a difference that the resident does not seem to grasp. Any modular home built on Sanibel will still have to meet all Sanibel building codes, hurricane codes, the whole permit process, the whole approval process, etc. So what about the resident's claims of decreasing his property value? I looked up this Whitecap's potential development. The starting price is $400,000. That is just for a basic build. That isn't even counting the cost of the land. So once it is all said and done, there are still going to be close to $1 million houses in that development. How is that decreasing property values? Talk about first world problems. I tell you what, I don't even watch TV anymore. I get enough drama just by watching all these City Council meetings. Thanks for listening.